Up with some kind of message that's kind of like the message that you were given then.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. So.
If only the windows were misty. If only the windows were misty.
Spell them out like you were before.
Can I?
It's between.
Itself between stranger.
Or and itself between stranger and sorry,
Yeah, sure. Medium reader.
Encounter. Itself between stranger.
Nearly.
Itself between stranger and encounter.
And
Itself between stranger and encounter. Itself between stranger and encounter.
no, there's two more. Self between encounter.
With a stranger.
Stranger.
Itself between an encounter with a stranger. Yes. Sorry. Itself between an encounter with a stranger.
I feel completely exhausted.
That was knackering watching you.
That was so hard.
Itself between an encounter with a stranger.
That's my fault. That's really good, actually. That's really good.
Yeah.
What we had started off with was my relationship with a stranger. Relationship.
If you want to have a look at them, we tried to make them as easy as possible.
No, it was really hard.
That's why I couldn't help in any way, because the message had changed so much. I was like, I have no idea what she's trying to do.
What did he start with again? What did he start
It
with?
should be my. He's supposed to be pointing at himself.
My relationship.
My
that's kind of with a stranger. I thought he was on some kind of walking stick, which was really cool.
Wow.
So talk us through the ideas around this. You just said
yeah, we were talking. We were thinking about
Well, I'm not
like
helping,
different
am
ways
I?
to communicate, because we were really intrigued by like the friendship with his father, and how like the relationship between the person and how you communicate with them. So it's kind of.
So I was mentioning your last piece, and how it was more interesting being away from it and seeing it from a distance, so like the whole idea of communication from a distance, and how when we were on the phone we weren't, wasn't there, and then we started to talk about communication and how communication and messages change depending on the media in which you send them, kind of thing. So whether it's through text message, phone, email, that kind of thing, like the message can change.
Chinese whispers and how the message changes as well.
It really reminded me of a company called Rota Zaza. Have you heard of them? Anyone heard of them? Who make primarily kind of digital performance work, but it couldn't be called that, but without performance. And the last piece that I saw was at Edinburgh, and you're given headphones, and you sit in a room of 5 people, and you've all got headphones, and you've got a name badge, and you're given instructions, and you're fed lines to say, and you're instructed on how to respond to other people, and there's a TV character in front of you, and he's also talking with you, and I think that's also kind of being affected by what you're saying and how you're responding. There's that sense of slightly of being as a spectator, you're implicit in the performance work itself. You become the performer, and you're kind of having to deal with instructions, and you're dealing with a maker's
Mhm.
authority and instructions, and it's dependent on whether you manage to deal with it or not, and how the piece kind of works out. Fascinating company. If you ever come across it, Rota Zaza.
It's on
I don't know
film.
if it's Roto or Rota, but it's Zaza. Yeah, you'll find it. It's fascinating stuff. Great, lovely. Thank you.